It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, 180, 57 colors, 57 colors. You go tight.
On first down, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Hey, dude. Hey, turn it up. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Gordon. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Gordon. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. We'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Go! Ready?
Operating from the gun, Gordon. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, baby.
23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check three, check three, check three.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo. Use your portion. Now. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mahomes firing complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 50. Hey, Ripley.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
43! 43!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man. It's Tanyan, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll swing this complete out to Hill. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's what I'm talking about. All day. All day.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. General West.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready, set.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Bomber, 2-jet bomber.
From the gun, Gordon going up top for Miller. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Pilot, 64, read. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
132 fighter. Get it.
Back to throw. Gordon. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. This one complete to Coleman. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now first down. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
You can't stop me.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
22-10 Auburn.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They give to Johnson going right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, Gordon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Yeah. Slam. Look at me. Go. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Gordon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
General, rest. Hey, rip left. Slam.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Gordon completes it to Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, alert 3. Check 13.
Chopper!
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready up.
16. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Greystone, travel. Hurry.
Hot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Let's go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Steelers.
10 Nova. General West.
Let's go.
Yo, Cheetah. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Gordon. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Gordon. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half.
Five.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Gordon. He's going to float this one. Deep right. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 52 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Pilot, 64, deep.
Shoot. Check 37.
On 3rd down. It's Gibson, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Watch the curve.
Recon, 132 fighter.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I smell fear in that offense. Check the hot read. Watch the safety creep.
On 4th down, Gordon. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out right at the 35. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 4, check 4. Bang, 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 bang.
X3, 218, jump.
Check 9, check 9.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Gordon. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, it's Coleman, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Check. And watch that. And watch the ball. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Back. Deep grip.
Off play action, Gordon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, draw quarter.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro with 3 seconds to go. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Steelers, It's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.